Okay, so even though I knew it, I'm just gonna say it again and clarify it. The EU is not for me. My spirit is Middle Eastern. I'll tell you that. Hi everyone. So I'm walking near the beach in Bufa by myself, and today and yesterday and the next, I think, 2 days left that we have here on this trip, I'm going to be doing everything on my own. Literally, I went on my own yesterday. I got more things done. I saw more things. I enjoyed my own company as well as the atmosphere and the ambiance and the environment more than I have with the girls, because all they seem to want to do the second we are somewhere is spend 3 to 5 hours asking each other to take pictures. And I paid money to be here, so it's my time, energy, and so on. So even though I knew for a fact that the EU is not for me, forget about just Montenegro, is if we compare the hospitality, you just can't I know the Mediterranean is better, but not even everywhere in the Mediterranean, but all I think about is Jordan and the Middle East, let me be honest with you. There's been some huge red flags that I've seen here and in the group, but I'm just gonna let it slide because I'm only here for a few days. Will I come back ever again? No. Beautiful place, very beautiful, but there's no spirit. The hospitality in restaurants and hotels is horrible. Not everyone, but majority is pretty horrible here. 2 days ago, the girls were trying to sit and eat. Yeah, so I was saying 2 nights ago, we were in Couture 2 days ago, and we were supposed to go to this place. And I told her, Anna, I said, listen, why didn't you get reservations? Because the guy said you have to wait 4 hours. And the car was going to take us back in an hour and a half or 2 hours. Like, why would you put it that we're going to Couture, an hour drive away, for only 3 hours? You know what I'm saying? She's like, they don't take reservations here. I'm like, the guy keeps going to the manager and saying that, right? So afterwards, we ended up going somewhere else, and the waiter starts yelling at her and the other girls, don't sit here, it's gonna rain on you on your food. And they're just sitting there, and I got up and I'm like, what is wrong with you girls? Like, they're yelling at us. They're clearly making it obvious and clear that they don't want us to sit here, because it's very busy. There was only that one spot left, and if it rains, he said, you guys can complain about us, right? And in the hotels, you're not allowed to bring outside food. They literally grab your food and throw it in the trash, or you're not allowed back in. And they're just sitting there. And so when I questioned her about one, and she's not saying anything, she's not even protecting herself or us or even saying anything. So I literally got out of my chair and I said, I don't know how the hell you guys don't feel what he's saying. It means get out, get up. How do you tolerate someone talking down to you like that? And so anyways, afterwards, when we got back to the hotel, because I asked her something in a very decent manner, she lost her shit on me. Do you believe? So from there, I said no. So from there, moving forward, she's been sending me WhatsApp messages, and I'm like, I'm not checking it. She's like, why aren't you checking it? Why aren't you coming? No. And then she's like, I said, listen, this doesn't feel like this is a tour group, we're together here to do, She's like, well, I brought you guys here to make friends. I'm like, oh honey, I didn't come here to make friends. When I got together with her to make all the value system for before she chooses people, it's a business. It's not to make friends. If you end up naturally making friends with someone, that's on you, that's your business. I've got nothing to do with that. But I didn't help her or offer to help her to be friends with her. And to be quite frank, she's not my type of person to be friends with. I immediately removed them all off my social media, because once I feel disrespected or that my voice is not heard or not important, you're gone. Especially if you want to put me in a situation. So because it was raining that day at Couture, literally, if you see my toes and my feet, it looks like someone deeply knifed my feet. And the last 20 minutes I couldn't walk. They're like, we're gonna keep walking. So in the middle of like the center of Couture in Old Town, I said, you know, there's chairs there, I'm just gonna hang out if you guys are gonna walk. She goes, yeah, we're gonna walk. These three bitches, they go at a coffee shop when they knew I wanted to have coffee, and they're sitting there and having coffee. So when they came back, I said, what'd you guys end up doing? She's like, don't leave, because if we lose you, then how are you gonna get back? I said, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. They come back, I'm like, what'd you guys do? Shh, shh, shh. No one's saying anything. So because I asked them, two girls admitted they had coffee. I asked Anna at the way back at the hotel. She starts yelling and screaming at me. She brings the girls in. She says, apparently I said all these words that I didn't even say. And I said, don't say that shit, because I don't even speak in that dialect. We don't talk like that. You're putting words in my mouth. I'm done. When we met up in Yerevan, I told her, and I've made videos from like 2 months ago about this trip coming to Montenegro, where it's a very thin line for me whether I'm gonna stay in Armenia or I'm gone permanently. And once I'm gone, I'm never coming back, because there's a reoccurring theme within Armenians where they cannot admit their fault. And the interesting part is, it's not interesting, it's the fact that they make fun of each other. Oh, from this area, oh, for that kind of Armenian, when they're all the same. And she's even saying Armenians Gurtutun Chunin in the car, all of them. Gurtutun Chunin Hayera. The mothers in the schools, they don't teach them how to, have discipline or respect for people. Okay, but you're doing the same thing, and you know that. And you're saying all Armenians are egotistical, but you're doing the same thing, and you know that, because I asked you a very simple question that any human being would ask in a very soft manner. You lose your shit on me, right? And you have a psychology business. Do you know how many people tell me to go fuck myself on a regular basis because they're going through something in their life? Do you know that it's in my position to calm them down? But if they keep doing that, then I tell them in a very polite and respectful manner, please go. I don't take it to heart. I don't take it to my feelings. It's got nothing to do with that. It's very rational. People are paying for a service, so you either give them that service or you decline it based off how they're treating you, right? So because I respect and value myself, I walked away, and I'm going to repeatedly walk away. So in the car going back to the airport, and in the airport, when they try to ask me questions, I'm going to just... That's it, it's done. Once we step into that car and go back to Zvartnots airport, I'm never going to speak to them, and I will make it clear. I don't... Because they were saying they want to come to Gyumri, they want us all to go to Dili. She's saying how this is not a business to her, this is more about making friends. That's even worse, because if you see me as a friend, you should be treating me even better. They were talking about how after this trip is done, they want to come to... One of them likes the Middle East like me, wants to come to Petra with me. The other one wants to come to Petra with me. No. They want to come to Gyumri. They want us all to go camping in Dilijan and other areas. No. Go. You guys can be friends. Beautiful blessings to all of you, but I cannot do it. I told you all this. I'm at a thin line of where I am at in my life. Armenia is not for me. Armenians are not for me. They never were. Not when I was little, not when I was in high school, not when I was in college, and not now, not 5 years. They never were, because I don't like the way they think, operate, express themselves. They know nothing about business or anything at all. That's it. The rest of the videos that I upload, I will try to get more about in the beaches and so on before my trip is over in about 2-3 days. And I've made it clear, because I said I would make it clear that this trip would be a very thin line of whether I stay in Armenia or not. P.S. Our hotel has a bunch of actually Armenians. Montenegro is literally full of Turks. Every second person is a Turk, legit. So if you have a problem with them, don't come here. But the rest of the trip is perfect. But again, I wouldn't come back due to the lack of hospitality and everything else. Okay, so take care everyone, thanks for watching. So the root of the problem as to why Anna started causing this issue with me is two things. I have noticed a reoccurring pattern with these highest Nancy girls that are very short, completely titless. They see a full-figured diasporan Armenian girl who has very strong morals and standards, and they know very well that she is an asexual. Let me show you the beach. So they all try this shit on me where they immediately, literally in 2 seconds, I had paid, and the interesting thing is she keeps saying it's not a traveling, she's using Sputnik certification, which is fake papers. That girl Eva tried to shut her down. She warned me against how she operates. That girl Eva, she tried to shut her down, Anna, and she did research on her. She called Sputnik and they said nobody with this name is an actual travel agent. So she's using it to get discounts at hotels and such. So her to say that she's not making money off of this, yes she is, because if we are her so-called friends, we can all pay for it on our own. We don't need to be sending her money and her making money profit. She's making the very least $500, $600, maybe even $800 from each person, or euro, okay? But anyways, the root of this is the very first day, she, again, for 2 days, originally I paid for 2 separate beds in one room, right? When I come in, it's a king size, queen size bed. The first thing she does the first 2 days, the same pattern as the other ones. Very egotistical girl. She takes off her top for 2 days. The first day she takes off her top and she's trying to get me to look at her, okay? Again, literally nothing there. Literally. As you can see, mine are double D's, okay? If I have double D tits, I'm not going to be attracted to no tits with 2 small black nipples, okay? So she realized it didn't work. Second time, the same night, she's trying to get in my space on the bed and is breathing all over me and coming in my space. Every time I turn, she's trying to turn in my direction and breathe on it. So this is a reoccurring pattern that's been going on. This is probably third back-to-back in a row highest Lindsay girl that does this, okay? And again, they're all titless, legit titless. And second day she makes some shit up. She's like, oh, my boobs hurt, I have a bump on my boob, do you want to see? And she just opens. She's like, I plucked it and there's this pimple. All it is a pimple, making some shit up. And then I got a blister on my, because I sat in this chair area where there was chlorine, and then it got sun heat, so it turned into a burn, right? Because we were out all day. He's cute. So he's cute. So yeah, it turned into a burnt mark. So since then, all of a sudden, the pain of her bump, oh, I gotta go to the clinic, I gotta get it checked. It's all a lie. It wants attention. Then the same night, she's telling all the girls, oh, you have to see how Talar sleeps. She doesn't make a sound. She doesn't move. She sleeps so well. And then she's telling me, whoever hangs out with me is beautiful. We are all beautiful. And then the girl has no fucking teeth. Legit. Anyhow, guys, I don't want to talk shit. I'm speaking truth, so you know that. But no. This is abuse. I didn't sign up for this shit. Whoever tries to come on to me sexually, whether they're male or female, this is abuse. They know that. They watch my videos. And how stupid can you be when you know I'm going to leave a review on you, and I do business too. I'm also in the tourism business. I don't know why. I'm also in the tourism industry. I'm a psychologist. They all know this. So the very first thing I'm going to do when I get back is have her registration number sent to Sputnik as an Armenian company, file a complaint. I may even do a lawsuit. Maybe I'll connect with Eva again. And stealing, lying, and cheating isn't the way to go, guys. Okay? This is the reason why I'm leaving Armenia. There's no laws. I'd rather be in a nation, community of people who has these laws. I prefer laws because I can't take it anymore. It's unacceptable behaviors. Using excuses such as portraying yourself as a friend is not going to give you the green card, or a green card for people, or at the very least me, someone who comes from Canada, to accept your BS, lies and cheating and scheming as a ticket to friendship, which she knows very damn well she's not a friend. She's not. Another reason, I'm totally having deja vu. Another reason why she did this is because she noticed the two other girls were getting really friendly with me, and she started to get jealous. They were offering to buy me, because part of the program, she hasn't had no food in it. There's no food part of the program that we've paid, except breakfast at the hotel. No museums, no tourism, nothing is paid. I'm doing it all on my own. I even told them, let's do it like this. Like whenever we go somewhere, let's do this, let's go there. Because all Anna does is take pictures. She has an Instagram full of all this historical information that when she comes in the land, she doesn't give you one information about the history here. It's all deceit. It's all lies. Don't fall for it. Yeah, man. I'm going to an Islamic country. I've converted already. So I'd rather go somewhere where I'm protected, I'm accepted, I'm loved. Because that's how I feel over there. There's more respect and morality for women. Now we're in Old Town. We're in Old Town, Montenegro. This is the back scene. You can't see it from the lighting. It's interesting. It was like the first or second day we were here. We were walking in this old town, right? Let me see if I could go backwards. We were walking in this old town, and it was super busy, and all they're doing is taking photos. And I said, I'm thirsty, I'm gonna get myself some fresh juice. And there was like a sign that said fresh juice. So I walk in, the guy is like, have a seat, ladies. And I'm like, to go, please. And I'm just being very direct. And so Anna's like, wow, I've never seen someone who's so direct before. You get right to the point. And I'm like, yeah, because we're on a time schedule. I know she's not, but I am. Like, money is money. Money is time. Time is money. So that's just how it is. That's how I operate, right? And I prefer rules, guys. I'm from Canada at the end of the day. So this. Okay, so I bought some jewelry, some crystal jewelry and stainless steel earrings. And I just used the ATM to get more money out. And so like I was testing her knowledge, you know, because that's what I do. I test people's knowledge. You're in the field of tourism. Like 2 weeks ago, I sent her a message on WhatsApp and I'm like, so I have a Canadian account and Armenia doesn't accept money. And I went to the bank twice. Why am I going to convert Canadian to American and then euro? Like you lose a lot of money. Currency exchange, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money. She's like, and I said to her, when I come to, isn't it better if I just wait? Because we've already paid for the bus transportation, right? Or the car transportation with the tickets and everything. We paid more. So I don't have to, and like we've already paid for the hotel, right? So like I don't have to immediately pay for anything since the hotel I already paid for and the transportation. So I'm like testing her and I'm like, are there any ATMs near the hotel, or anything, anywhere. She's like, no, 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 you can't use credit card for when you go coffee shops, places don't use. Not everywhere has options of using credit card. Did I say credit card or did I say ATM? You see, I just used the ATM again because I just bought all this stuff. So like I just wasted for no reason. She's like, no, you have to go to the bank and make sure. FYI, guys, no, you don't, okay? Don't make the mistake of having to change your currency like 3-4 times. Just if you have already paid, there's ATMs everywhere. You could just go get your international card out and take money out and pay only once for currency exchange. You don't have to change your currency and lose all this freaking money for no reason, okay? Second, at the hotel, when the lady is like, you can't bring outside food, you know what she says, Anna? She goes to the lady, the receptionist, she's like, but I don't understand, you guys have cleaners. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Look at her brain intelligence. And this girl's in the tourism industry. Do you know, her brain is not understanding what she just said. She said, in case someone gets food poisoning, we don't want to take liability from their food in our hotel. And she goes, but you have cleaners. Okay, so I just came out of this lavender shop. I bought 3 natural organic deodorants. And the girl, she's talking to me literally 2 hours in there. It's nice because the day before there was a group of Canadians. They were chit-chatting with me for 2 hours. So it's nice to go on vacation in some countries and connect with people outside of who you go with. I've always preferred to travel on my own. So that's the type of person I am. I guess that's how when it's personal, you know, if I'm not intentionally working with others in a group setting and it's my personal time, I like to let me get that donut. I'll be back. So one more thing to say before I close the case is the only reason I told her that I came to you to agree to this trip was because on your Instagram, on your business of this, you explain everything. And you came out and you told me the problem and the issue that happened with that girl Eva, who also paid for the service, and the entire group went against her. They went against her because they paid for something that she didn't deliver. And what she does is she lies and tells people that she plays like this reverse manipulation game. And I said, that's the only reason. I said, if you didn't tell me, I would have not agreed to this. I wouldn't have came to you. I would have got my money back. So after that, that's it. And she didn't say anything because she has nothing to back up with it, right? So it's finished, it's done. So that's it. So as you can see, my feet are very swollen and they look like they have been knifed, my toes in particular. So you know that everything I've said isn't a lie, where the other day I couldn't walk right, or, you know, for too long because it was raining and I had issues where I needed to sit down. And there you go. Not lying.